Good morning, everybody, and I sincerely apologize for making you all wait. I think you were scheduled to be there with the session going on at around 10:30, but I got delayed on the road. I started very early in the morning, not my mistake, but I think it was destined to be a little late. First, I would like to commend the management for doing such a wonderful job. Exactly like what Mr. Sridhar just said, 2010 we started this journey, and I don't know how many of you were here when I last addressed. Anybody was here? You were there? Okay. So there were very few, except for the faculty. I see that none of the students are here. So 2010 when I first came here, I was a little surprised and I was a little skeptical that number one, this college is so far away. Will they be able to do it? Will they be able to take this challenge? And we took this gamble with the college with the fair assumption that it's okay. You know, if nothing, this college would not do anything. We wouldn't have anything to lose. But if they do something right, then this can become a template for us to go talk about how to take an opportunity, the ability of the child, the passion that you all have, to make it relevant to all of you and the success, which could mean something that would spark the local ecosystem, right? So we were a little skeptical, first of all, in such an isolated area, will you be able to actually do all of this? But we were surprised when the Telangana agitation was at its peak. The management came back and said, we are still having skilling because students are genuinely interested and they want to learn. They want to learn cloud computing, and at that point of time, I still remember there were some workshops going on cloud computing on mobile. They were very excited, and we were surprised ourselves that the management seems to be totally committed, and we were not sure if the students were equally committed. At that point, we still didn't know. A year later, we actually started looking at the progress. We were still a little suspectful whether the college is sincere and serious about what they are saying they would do. Because the objective of the iSpark Center, because I'm not sure how many of you know, but it's important for me to give you the background about what are the fundamental tenets of a iSpark Center. See, the iSpark Center was essentially set up to nurture and harbor innovation in colleges, engineering colleges. Or when we call engineering, we can generalize it, but it is science, technology, engineering and math colleges. And the idea was to ensure that to reach the level of innovation, that students should not only be educated and empowered with the tools. So we ensured that students got free access to software. I don't know how many of you have actually downloaded, but all of our software is available for the students for free. You can go and download it from dreamspark.com. A lot of our content is available for free. Same, dreamspark.com, you can go to channel 8 and download a lot of that software. And we have several other programs which will offer content for faculty and software for faculty for free. So we first started our journey with this college. I still remember the first MOU we had was the DreamSpark agreement. And we wanted to see first of all what they would do with it. And they showed us the big boom of downloads that happened on campus since then. So we wanted to make sure that education is supported well through empowering the students with appropriate tools and content, which we did very well. Then we wanted to make sure that the iSpark Center is able to nurture innovation and create opportunities for students to be better employable or improve their opportunities of being employable. And the last important step was to ensure that innovation that emerges from this campus should either lead to entrepreneurship, again, which will create a local ecosystem which can become vibrant, and we can create an own demand engine in Khammam and surroundings, so that students do not have to look for jobs outside of this region. They can actually create jobs internally here. So that this iSpark Center will actually nurture incubation as well. Which means that if some of you want to start companies, you could do so from your first level of engineering, start a company and incubate yourself in this iSpark Center, and Microsoft will ensure that you get everything that's required for you to be successful, be it in terms of, again, software for commercial use, content, visibility, network, mentoring, all of the above, including even that you're deriving the best privileges from this opportunity that has been created for you, and ensuring that you're not stopping with just an idea or just saying, I'm interested in being in an iSpark center, I just want to learn some technology. Our intent is to not to make this a training center, very clearly. Unfortunately, since you do not have much of a background on Microsoft technology, I think you had to go through this rigor of a lot of curriculum and mentoring that went on Microsoft technologies. Eventually, our objective is to ensure that you are able to learn by yourself and teach your juniors as well if you can. And that will be the best possible scenario. Thereby, you are creating a much more stronger ecosystem for yourself. More importantly, I think from your point of view, if I look at it from the student point of view, being especially in an area which is a little underserved from the employment or jobs point of view, please understand that it is never about what you learned in college alone that gets you the job. It's always about what you did beyond the curriculum. See, if you look at your biodata, it's never about what you did in class. If you just said, I took this subject, and I got an X percentage, you tell me, what are the chances of getting a job? Versus, you saying, I did all of this in engineering, I got this percentage, and in addition to all of this, I did this. And if I was an employer, I would prefer to talk to the second person who's not only done academics, but beyond that. And if I am convinced that this person has genuinely put in effort to go beyond the curriculum, I would be super excited. So that is a differentiator, and this platform helps you create that differentiation. So please understand that it is not just a building or an investment the campus, the college has made on your campus. It is about you taking advantage of this opportunity. I'll tell you several stories. I'm glad to see that I was told that there is a demo coming up on Khammam. Recently, we've had from the iSpark centers 4 patents filed. 4 patents. We have at least 8 startups emerging, out of which 2 are highly successful already. And you will be surprised. Of those 2, one is at least creating jobs for 50 people as we speak today. 50 employable students is what they are looking for, and they have hired. And all it took was for a dream of one student to say, I want to be a part of iSpark, I'll take this innovation, I'll use this as an opportunity to become a businessman. And he went and started the business. We supported him very well, we continue to support him, and he has already seen success. In less than a year, his revenue today is 2 crores. And believe me again, it is not by luck. It is not because we helped him. It is not because he had a brilliant idea. It is nothing. It is all of the above. It is not something in exclusion. It is all because an individual has decided to take an opportunity. And again, his background is no different from what you have, what yours are probably, and probably even more low. You know, how many of you are coming from pure farming backgrounds? Anybody's parents who are into farming and nothing else? Only 1 or 2. Okay, few. This boy's parents are farmers, and that's all they live. Their money comes from farming and nothing else. If there's a drought, they know what it means to them. And all it took was for a person to say, I'll take this opportunity and I will make my dreams come true. And so they have done it. And now they are collectively, I think, 50 odd people, all young people like you, learning new technologies and adopting. One of the innovations that we have seen recently from very nice innovation actually. So this is about the mind. So the student was so fascinated about the mind. So he has built a tool that thereby when you think, if you think that the mouse should move, he's actually able to move the mouse. He's done it, and I will probably share the video with you, because what he's trying to do How many of you use Skype? Skype? Few of you. Okay. So good to see that, because this boy is building the first, you can call it the mental Skype, where you can actually think and make a Skype call. All you have to do is sit in front of the computer and think of the number that you want to dial or the person you want to reach, and it will actually show you the options and select the options and make the call. So can you imagine? Do you think it is just the idea that is great, or the potential of using this idea which is great? I think it is the potential of the idea. Now imagine where all you can use it. You can think of 20 or 50 or 100 business opportunities from this one model that he has made. So we will be actually encouraging him, and I introduced him to somebody recently in a hospital, and I was telling them that if you can work with this boy and create healthcare solutions for people who are very challenged, who probably had an accident and they lost their limbs, and probably it will help them when they are undergoing treatment in a hospital. You know, they could still, it's like a rehabilitation and leading them to recovery. And they could use this tool very effectively to encourage them to live and live as normal as they could. So that pilot will start very soon. So again, all this is not done by the distinction holder or the top ranker. You'll be surprised. This one boy, other boy, I have not yet told you about that story. Now he has a problem. He's flunking in all the subjects. I'm not saying flunking is good. He's failing in all the subjects. But he's come up with the best innovation. He's come up with the best innovation. He has a problem of backlog, which is different. I've told him to figure out how he wants to clear it. But he has a brilliant innovation. And he is better. He's better than any of the technology mentors we suggest sometimes. He's so good. He's just fascinated. He's just fascinated with technology. But all it took was to leverage the platform, and now we can lead him to success. So all you have to think is, what do you want to do with this opportunity that you have today? Alright? Companies are excited as we speak. Companies, I don't want to name, but one of the largest telecom companies, devices. I don't know how many of you know which is the biggest device player in the world. So they work with Microsoft very closely, and I just had a meeting with them last week in Gurgaon. They are going to be working very closely with the iSpark centers. Now, if you as students are not equipped with knowledge and the tools, Nokia will probably give you one chance. They will just come to your campus and engage with you, and if they do not find the right traction, then you probably lost the world's biggest opportunity. And the objective of Nokia coming in is also the same, to help you become successful entrepreneurs and look for the best talent available in a campus. It's not just to say, hey, we are happy to be here. So there's a lot happening. There's a lot happening with many companies who are excited to be a part of an iSpark Center. And we are gradually growing the number of players who want to be part of iSpark. They all want to see who are the students participating in the iSpark Center. Because it's much easier for them, instead of spending, let's say, 10 days or 15 days trying to understand how many of you are good. It's very simple for them to understand clearly who are those 10 people who are working in an iSpark Center. We know those are the people we want to talk to very quickly. So please understand that you're sitting on a massive opportunity. It all depends as to what you want to do with it. Coming back to what Mr. Sridhar just requested for. Renewal of an iSpark Center by default will happen for you, for the very simple reason that you have displayed commitment, passion and continuity. The commitment and passion, I think, is reflected not only just by your centers and the students going through rigorous programs and trying to build applications, be it for the cloud or for the mobile. The next journey has to go forward. The continuity is important, because continuity is what is more important for this platform. The success of this platform is not like a one-year event where we sign an MOU and then I come once or twice and then you feel good about it. Me coming to a campus is not good enough. You doing greater things and then me talking about it makes me feel good. I think that is more important. It is not about Phani or Microsoft, honestly. It is not about either of us. It is really about you. And if I have the opportunity to tell your story to 10 other people, then I think I have done my job right. Then I deserve getting paid from Microsoft. Right? So please ensure that you take this opportunity. And we are here. We are like your loudspeakers. We will go tell the story the way it has to be told. And we will get you the visibility, not only for you, but also for your campus. We will talk about your campus to every known corporate in this country. We will ensure that you get the visibility, provided you are doing the right things. Now, just to be a word of caution, all is good, but not all is well, right? All this of continuity is good, but I would really like to see innovation emerging from this campus. I think that's the one area that is definitively as a gap, you need to work on it. Innovation is definitely the purpose of this platform, and we need to start seeing that from you. Students, please do not get discouraged or fall into a trap of self-sympathy. Sometimes it's very easy to fall into a trap and say, hey, nobody comes here for jobs, I'm trying to learn, nobody's helping me, I'm not getting jobs. See, you cannot go on complaining about yourself. It's about you taking the challenge and creating those roads. That is more important. So when you are losing a game, you don't continue to lose the game. You change the rules. You change the strategy. You change the team players. You change your skills. You review yourselves. And then you go play the game again to win. You don't go to play to lose all the time. Unless you're a Deccan Chargers team. So you have to go and choose the route for yourself and redefine the path you have taken to be successful. That's what successful people do. Constantly wake up in the morning and figure out whether your path is right or you have to redefine yourself. And if you have to redefine it, so be it, redefine it. But don't feel bad for yourself. Oh, that I've done something wrong yesterday, so maybe I have nothing else to look forward to tomorrow. Please be encouraged to go do things right for yourself. Things will fall into place. That's by default. Okay? Things have to fall into place if you do the right things. Lastly, I would personally like, we are launching something called the Microsoft Innovation Center as a brand for the first time in India. Worldwide, it is typically housed in the best campus in the country. So, let's say in the United States, it would be either in an MIT or a Stanford or a Berkeley. Or maybe in China, it may be in the best university, or maybe in the Beijing University. In Moscow, it may be in Moscow University. These are the best reputed campuses on this planet, right? But in India, we are actually planning to start MICs and allow the most successful iSpark centers to become MICs. And then you will get connected to all these MICs worldwide, and you will be able to work with them directly. I don't know, and most of you may be aware of universities doing these twinning programs. It's as good as that. Imagine you're able to work by virtue of this platform. You're able to work with other people across the globe and discuss innovation and technologies and see what are the opportunities they have in their respective countries and what they're doing. And you can collaborate with their faculty. You can collaborate with the industry there. So there's so many things that can happen. And we are happy to announce that we are actually throwing open an MIC in India starting on June 30th. And the first round of nominations are going to come from iSpark centers. The best iSpark centers will graduate to become MICs. The evolving iSpark centers will continue to become iSpark centers so that they become MICs very soon. And I really, from the bottom of my heart, hope that you become an MIC. So please, do this favor for yourself, more than for me, it's for yourself. The opportunities are in abundance. So with that, I would really like to stop here, and again, I apologize for making you people wait. I know it's the summer heat, but you still put up with it. I thank you for this. And I thank the management for giving me the opportunity to visit your campus again. I thank the press for being very patient and patiently waiting for us. And as usual, they have been your best partners. They have been the best vocal partners, if you will, who talk good about you and who always encourage you to be in the right path. And I think they will continue to do so today. So the people around you will do what they are good at, but it is for you to do the right things for yourself. Because only when you say the right thing, or when you do the right thing, can we go and talk. Yeah, and because that's all we can do, is talk about you. Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Now I request Shivakiran to present this thing.